My impression of a bird. Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Iron Storm. I'm Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm, and we are playing an Iron Man run where if I lose a map, I'm going to have to reset the run. Now, last season, on Against the Iron Storm, I made it all the way to Prestige 2 and then lost when I tried to do, we'll call it a map modifier. That was just a little bit too much for me. But this is our second Prestige 2 map, and we are getting further than we have gotten before on Season 2. If you want to see where we're at so far, we can go into the Smoldering City and take a look at our deeds. Now, the way I'm doing this Iron Man run is that I'm playing every difficulty in the game twice, and then advancing the difficulty. So, we have 13 games here, because we've done twice on Settler, Pioneer, Veteran, Viceroy, Prestige 1, and then the first of 2 games on Prestige 2. We have 41 foodstuffs, which, when I go over to upgrades, you'll see is not quite enough to unlock anything else, but we've got a nice backlog of the other 2, so if we get a lot of foodstuffs, we should be able to get 1 or 2, possibly even 3 if we're extremely lucky, buffs from the Smoldering City after this map, assuming we win. You'll notice that we have the competing settlements out here, which on the one hand means less space for me to work with, and we're competing for the Queen's favor for bonus resources at the end of the cycle, but it does give me more people I can trade with, and that is very nice. You'll see that the Vanguard of the Stolen Keys has successfully done 1. We've got my first town. The other 2 have yet to go, and in fact, I was thinking about cutting these guys off, but I don't know if we've done a Coral Forest biome on this run yet. We might have. Let's go ahead and do Coral Forest biome. And I don't know. We'll just combine those words, because I'm not feeling particularly creative, so we will play Chloristome. And since we're going to the Coral Forest, there's going to be meat in the trees, which is always a good sign for lizards. However, as always, I'm going to pick the caravan that has more people. Everything else can be nice, but more people is better. So we're going to get 9 humans. We have 4 points to spend on it. And that's not enough for us to get the herbalist camp, but I am going to go ahead and actually take oil, because oil can be used to cover a lot of dangerous glades, and this way we can push into at least 1 dangerous glade early on with impunity. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, I am getting over something. I think it was a cold, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it has made it difficult to talk, at least over the weekend. Let's see what we got here. So, our first mystery, Wild Growth. During the drizzle, small energizing drops cause uncontrollable growth in some species. All resource nodes discovered during drizzle have 10 more charges. So we want to specifically open glades during drizzle to get extra stuff. That might even make the vanilla glades worthwhile. Got our usual debuff. Horrors from beneath. If you're working in a mine, and it's during the storm, we have a -10 to resolve. Okay, so we can fire our miners, or find some other way to tank the resolve hit. Starting at hostility 2, we need housing, and if we don't have if we have housing, there's no problem. Well, okay, just make housing for people. Hashtag housing for beavers. Piercing winds. Starting hostility 3, fuel efficiency is lower. Alright, so we're going to need to have a lot of fuel supplies by the time we get hostility 3. So, mines, housing, fuel, and villagers don't have anything to eat. They gain 2 stacks of the hunger effect, so they get sad a lot faster if they're hungry. So, food. This actually isn't that bad. Now, of course, people housing, chat's pointing out that people housing isn't hashtag worthy. Look, beavers are people, okay? Human housing isn't hashtag worthy. To be precise here. You know how much I love precision, chat. So, of course, in addition to our mysteries, we are in the Coral Forest, so there's 3 types of trees with 3 different sets of bonuses. There's increased chance for bonus yields based on how hostile the forest gets, which I think is a really fun trade-off. And then Prestige 1 added you need 4 additional prestige, or 4 additional reputation points to win. And Prestige 2 adds Sinister Blight. As we keep going up, there's going to be more and more effects here. So yeah, Hearth corruption rate is 50% higher than normal. As always, we start by wanging down a couple of glades. Or not glades, I'm sorry. Lumber camps. Just to collect. Now eventually I will want 3 of these. But for now, we'll get 2. And we are going to risk having an early problem because I want those double, or not double, but the 10 extra possible resources from opening glades early. That said, I am only going to open 1. I don't quite trust myself to be able to handle 2 when I only have 9 villagers. So just the 1. And because the way these trees are drawn, there's not really a way for me to get nice straight edge borders like I usually like, so I'm not going to worry about it. We will go in here, turn off coal, turn off oil, turn off sea marrow, so that the only thing we are burning is wood. Queue up some basic roads around the hearth. Put some humans, excuse me, put some humans there, and some humans here. And then we will want a scavenger's camp for these roots. And a stonecutter's camp for the stone. And a harvester's camp just to have it. I'm not going to like how that looks, so we'll move it over here. Our first cornerstone. Bonus reed production. Okay, that could be really huge if we get reeds. Villagers with leisure give a plus 10% chance for double yields. So I like both of these. They both dovetail very nicely with the Coral Forest's benefit to bonus production. Sahilda's Secret Cookbook. We get free jerky when we make pie. I like it, but I don't know yet if I'm going to have the infrastructure to make pie. So I'm actually going to go with well-rested workers, because humans at least like leisure. And we've got our orders to pick from. Okay, trading post and 10 amber, pretty good. Plus 6 tools, very nice. 22 human resolve seems totally doable, and it does give people, but I don't know if I'll be able to do this before I get a second species. Whereas this, I conceivably could, and 6 tools is really nice. This has more parts. This has grain, but I think 30 grain won't last us very long, and I'd rather have the biscuits. We're going to go with the trading post here. Have a ancient tablet, gets us a bunch of food and the ability to make another hearth. That's nice. Or 2 camps and 10 bricks, gets us clay, reeds, and parts. I don't like how much I'm dependent on luck to get the relic, but I do like the rewards a lot better. And this requires me to make bricks and then turn around and give them back to the queen to possibly get inefficient supplies to make more bricks. That said, I have this one mostly done. I'm going to take the relic. Well, let's live dangerously. And then for our third one, 7 packs of crops gets us faster packs of crops. I mean, this is only good if I get more pack of crop quests. And packs of crops are only really good if I get a farming building and some fertile ground. Amber and planting faster is nice. Alternately, just selling things worth 20 amber is definitely going to happen sometime during the run. And it gives us even more amber, gives us some oil, gives us some people. Let's go with that. So that's our orders, which means it's time to check our buildings. Okay. So the ability to efficiently make jerky is nice, but pottery and incense are much more advanced. I don't know if I'm going to have the stuff to make them. I mean, I will get the stuff to make incense out of the trees. Or do I just get incense for free? Let me check the trees. We get incense for free. Okay, that makes making incense a lot less worthwhile, especially on 1 star. If it was a 3-star, maybe, because humans do like their religion, but not a 1-star. Plantation would be good if we already knew we were going to get fertile ground, but we don't. We get plant fiber from the trees, so it's really just giving us the ability to grow berries if we find fertile ground. We have a similar issue with the foragers camp. We need to find the nodes for the foragers camp to be useful, so I'm getting the brickyard. 2-star bricks is the most efficient form of bricks. 2-star pottery might be nice, and who knows, maybe we'll need crystallized dew. Maybe. Now since we have bricks, the furnace is a lot less valuable. It gives us the ability to make copper bar and pie, but it doesn't do anything for our bricks. The kiln is a thought. The kiln lets us turn regular wood into coal, but then, again, bricks, not very efficient, and jerky, not that great. I mean, we will get meat from the trees, but still not that great. Temple getting free, like, we already get free incense from the trees, so the ability to do religion is nice. I'm gonna go with the rain mill here, though. No. No, I'm gonna get the rain mill. Having flour is the basis of 2 kinds of advanced food, so that's quite good. Yeah, see, I should have gone with the religion and taken the provisioner, because the provisioner is fantastic. That said, I would like the ability to make tools. Tools are so good in this game, they can be used for almost every Glade event. Training gear is and packs of building materials might matter, so I'm going to go with the Tinkerer here. To be honest, I don't love this collection of buildings. I'm not a huge fan of what we just got. But you get what you get, and then you work with it. That's how this game goes. So let's go ahead and set up a brickyard. We've opened our first glade, folks. Okay, well. Now I'm really sad I got the rain mill, because this is a haunted rain mill. Now, what's the difference? Well, the regular rain mill, you've got 311. This thing is 333. Like, it's efficient all the way around. You do need quite a bit of resources to work it. And hey, there's our fertile ground, so maybe getting those farms would have been nice. Well, you know how it is. You do what you can, and then you hope. Yeah, so this is why we don't burn coal or oil, but I'm gonna use coal here. It's gonna make the forest more hostile, and we are going to use it to lower sea marrow and an ancient tablet. Long term, though, I think the hostility decrease is better. I mean, an ancient tablet does get us. I'm gonna trust that we're gonna get another ancient tablet opportunity. So let's go ahead and put our 2 loose humans in here. Means no one's doing any construction, but it should be fine because we are going to knock out that. And since we found all this in drizzle, we should have some very nice deposits. 74 charges. Yeah. 29 charges. Solid. And then the coal. They've recently changed coal so that it has charges. It didn't used to. It used to be an infinite resource, which made it kind of game-winning when you found coal. Like, you found coal and the run was just over. Like, you just won. But now, coal can run out, and you have to upgrade your mines to get better resources. It's, honestly, it changes the way I play, and it does make the game harder, but in a way that I like. Sometimes it feels like the devs changed things during the course of the last year that made it harder just for making it harder. But in this case, I think it made it harder in a way that fits the structure of the game and makes you constantly have to look for more resources, which is really the core conceit of Against the Storm, that you're always, always, always looking for more resources to exploit. Okay, we got 3 minutes left. We got 2.5 minutes left, so we're going to finish this before the storm hits. That's perfect. Because, of course, while they're working this, we've got a super hostile forest. And I would not like to start year 1 at hostility 4 in the storm. That sounds awful. But we won't have to. Because between it going back down for 300 for no longer having this and having me minus 50, what'll that put us at? We're at hostility 498. So we're really at 198. Okay, so we'll be at hostility 1, which, not great, but I don't have any mines to worry about yet. You know, I think I can go to speed 3 for year 1. This was my brickyard? That was my brickyard, yes. There we go. So that drops us back down to hostility 1. We have a decent amount of wood. But what I can also do... And now we don't have to worry about hostility at all. We're at hostility 0. That's as low as I can get that. I can put 2 humans over here getting these roots because we're running a little low on food. Not dangerously low on food. We don't have enough people to worry about it too much. Like, they won't starve. But getting more is a good idea. Let's move this over here. This needed planks. Okay. So we are going to want to clear out the wood around this fertile ground. Plus really just all these trees. Just all of them have to go. There's just too many trees in this area, and they just all have to go. Okay, so humans, beavers, lizards. We got the original trio. Let's go ahead and get a mixed bag. Get our second mystery. Okay, we can lower hostility by calming the forest. We can gain resolve from selling stuff. We can get amber for free if we let buildings get fully infected with blight rot. I love that that cornerstone exists, but in this case, I think I want the calming the forest. I really like lowering hostility. It's just a great thing to do. And we are going to risk opening another glade. Because I still have that oil. So we'll go like so. And that is still fully staffed. We'll add 2 humans here to gather the stone. And then let's see what we're dealing with. We are dealing with some fallen explorers. Ooh, 12 food stockpiles. Yes, please. As much as I need a lot of points to win, food stockpiles are going to get us up the tech tree at the Smoldering City. And we needed all the help we can get to climb that tech tree as soon as possible, because the storm is only going to get worse as we go up in difficulty. That's quite a lot of fertile ground. That's very nice. And a cookhouse. Cool. So we'll have something to do with our flour. We'll be able to make biscuits. Have flour and oil. I don't have anything that lets me make oil, but I do have something that lets me make flour very efficiently, so that's great. Farmers carrying more makes farming efficient. That's nice. Wildfire essence is good for our long-term prospects. I don't like the options to have more people every year. In the early years, it's good, but by like year 7, you start running out, or at least I usually run out of jobs for people to do. And so getting an escalating number of mouths to feed just becomes a problem. So we'll get population influx. And I've got a coal mine. I haven't built it, but I've got the ability to get a coal mine, so that's nice. But 5 beavers. I'm going to go with the beaver influx here. And we're going to go up to our consumption, and we're going to say, hey, all those roots you're gathering, yeah, don't eat them. Meanwhile, let's favor humans so that they don't leave. I mean, we've got a problem with lizards, but lizards lose resolve pretty slowly. So I will be able to let the lizards get most of the way around, and then switch again. Guys, there we go. I say guys like I have more than one lizard. It's just the one. Just the one lizard, actually. How you guys doing? 40 seconds? I think we're okay. Whew, just in time. All right. The good news is that they're done. That's lovely. And the town is alive with the sound of bustling workers. Beautiful. There's our beaver chance for double production that we like. Now, of course, I do want to be building stuff, but I don't exactly have the resources to build yet. So we are just going to kind of wait out another year. I can move these camps a lot closer to their resources. And if I fire this and that, back down to hostility 0. Perfect. Okay. So what that's going to let me do is I'm going to be able to put... Okay, we need 8 planks for that. Don't make bricks, because we're going to have more efficient bricks coming out. Do make the other stuff. And let's set a cap of, I'm going to say 20 on each of these, just to make sure that we don't use too much inefficiently. Like, my hope is eventually I'll get better building materials buildings. But for now, I just want to have some building materials. Yes, we're out of stone. There is more stone up here. But at this point, we're 2 years in. We haven't really built much of anything. I would like us to start constructing some stuff. That said, I would like us to efficiently construct stuff, so maybe I don't have to make temporary housing. One thing I should make, though, is the trading post that we're going to need anyway. Throw you right on the edge of town. I like here. That seems like a good spot for it. Get more beavers so I can have a full pack of efficient beavers. Cutting down those trees. We'll add a nice pack of humans here. Excuse me. There we go. Add a second human to this. Free lizards from eggs. There's a lot of eggs, so we'd be able to do that. Stack of wealth for every 2 caches open, or resolve for every 3 settlement standings. Okay, so the thing with friendly relations is that it takes a while to get to level 3 relations with a settlement. So we'd have to be here for like decades to get that, or have a massive economy. Whereas prosperous archaeology just requires us to make tools, and we have a building that lets us make tools, and spark dew grows on trees here, so we'll definitely be able to do it. I'm not getting the surprise child because, again, late game, that continuous influx of people ends up becoming a problem. But now that I have people who aren't doing anything, we can add some lizards up here, making reeds. There is our trading post. Hello, Jorg. Oh, you'll sell us farm. Okay, so we definitely need at least the farm. I would love to get woodcutter movement speed as well. So let's... I don't think I've got the stuff to get 30. I don't think I've got the stuff to get 14. Okay. So all my reeds, all my herbs. This is my plant fiber too, actually, and this tool. Don't really want to sell my roots because I'm getting those for a quest. I hate selling parts. It's really, really inefficient, but I definitely need that farm. Okay, I mean, I could attack him, but I don't like doing that. That's not fun. And we need 10 amber, which I'm not going to have either, but you know, we're getting there. It'll be okay. We're not going to get those. We've got that full. We have this full. Great. Forced delivery so we can get this brick layer up. We need the brickyard to go up so I can then make bricks, obviously, and use the bricks to make a blight post. Let's get one in here. We're going to turn on making it from both bricks or from both clay and stone. But we're going to say we want clay first and then stone. We're going to set a cap of 50, and I'm going to put a human in there. And then we will start making some housing. Take a look at our orders. Okay, so both beavers and humans like ale, and we know we're going to have a farm, so we're going to have grain, which means if we get the ability to brew, we'll be able to make ale. I'm not even looking at the packs. I hate working with packs. Like, sending resources out of my town for stuff that's not that great, no thank you. 30 training gear will get blown through pretty quickly. 31 may or may not get used. The +2 ale production would be nice, but it would be really nice if I was serving ale. Otherwise, it's not that great on its own. So we're going to go with serving ale here. Okay. This requires me to specifically get a forum. Oh. No. Oh my god, this is so good. The +1 coal production is huge. And then, of course, 30 coal is nice, but the +1 coal production is huge, and we're going to have to burn the blight rot cysts anyway. 100% we're doing that. That is a great mission, especially when we've got coal deposits right here. I do wish I had more workers, though, because, like, right now having food issues, or I'm not having food issues, I'm going to have food issues at the rate we're going, and there's a whole lot of work to be done. Hey, we've got our roots. Was I complaining about a lack of workers? Because, not a problem. Heck yes. Heck yes. Okay, let's move these guys over here. Actually, no. I need to specifically... No, I don't. Yeah, we'll just move you over here. That's perfect. And what we're going to do is we are going to make ourselves a nice mine. There it is. And we will run a road to that mine. And then we will realize that we have 3 spaces here, all of which are in range. That is cool. So what we're going to do is put some houses down in that area along with some decorative items. I like that. Run this around like so. And then we will do, I think, 4 bushes and a couple of lizard posts. Okay, so there's our second. We've got a tool building though, don't we? Let me check. Yeah, we've got a tinkerer already. So getting this, which gives us planks and tools, is less efficient. Oh, no. I'm going to get the ranch. I'm getting the ranch. The ranch is really good. When you've got this much grain, the ranch is really nice. So we will put the ranch... We're just not going to worry about the fact that they get blocked in. We're going to put the ranch here. And And for food, we want a small farm. That looks about optimal. No, the roads are on the back don't really do anything, and I probably don't need them, but I like them. They look nice. Okay, why are the lizards unhappy? Good news is we have once again stored up enough wood that we're going to be able to take all of our beavers out for this storm. But that doesn't lower hostility quite enough. So now do that. Lizard houses go up, which should be enough to keep the lizards happy. Yes. Oh, this is coming together very nicely. Very good. Okay. Gain a reputation point every time you sell goods worth 60 amber. I love that. Getting tools when we open glades is nice, but I don't like the resolve hit. Choose one blueprint from all unlocked blueprints. That is massive. Let's do that. Let's do the smuggler's visit. Also, we are going to get as many beavers as we can. For one thing, we all know I love beavers. I love beavers as a race. They're great. But secondarily, they like working in mines. We have a complete mine right here. Scavenger's camp is out of things to scavenge. Well, that's okay. There's always so many eggs right over this way for you. That's not done yet. That's okay. We do want to see where my lizard's at. We're going to change this out for humans. Because this counts as a fire building. And lizards like working in fire buildings. Set them to 30 here. That should be enough for the time being. We've got brick production. We have the other two types. We can get any building we want. So I should probably take a look at what's available. For one thing, we already have a small farm. Okay, well, we've got a better rain mill. We've got a tinkerer for making training gear and tools. We don't currently have a good way to make planks or cloth. Both of which we kind of need. And then for foodstuffs, we do have a building that we can use to make biscuits and skewers. That's very nice. Okay. So let's take a look here. Oh, and serving ale, leisure, means we will need a place where we can do leisure. But also, we will need something that lets us make ale. You know, I'm actually going to go with the... I love the Forum. The Forum is a great building. The monastery is an idea, though. It lets us do leisure, but it also lets us do religion, which both humans and lizards like. And we are getting free incense from the trees. So I think getting a monastery might be huge. As much as I like getting more building materials, I'm going to get a monastery here just to make sure I have it. Just to lock it in. We'll put a nice row of benches between the trader and the monastery. Now, the thing they recently did with mines, and this was just like a week ago, is mines can now run out of supplies. We're no longer making like 3 coal at a time, but coal does come a lot faster, and you can upgrade your mine twice. Each time it's going to increase how much is in that mine. So like the box crib just gets us more coal, just a lot more coal. The mine carts will automatically transport coal to the storage, which lets my miners work faster, so it's an efficiency gain. And then the pit pony lets us work faster, which is great if you're near a delivery point. But these, yeah, it basically gives us efficiency. So we've got efficiency, efficiency, and number. So I'm actually going to go with mine carts because I haven't done it yet. Unfortunately, that requires me to have tools and planks. So hopefully chat will remind me of the decision when I get there, because I might forget. Might forget what I decided. We need so many planks, my word. Fortunately, we don't have anything that needs a lot of fabric. Like, fabric is mostly going to be a thing for lizard housing. And we do need to get this up and running. Which reminds me, I never built my rain collector. I mean, or my tinkerer, to be fair, but... Sahilda, hi! How you doing? We're having food issues, and that is definitely your thing that you can fix. I'm willing to sell tools. And herbs. And you know, most of these reeds, honestly. Yeah, that looks good. And that solves booming economy. And that gave us amber, which lets us do this. So good. All right. Now we want the monastery, which lets us do religion and ale. The scribe would let us make ale. Seems nice. But the weaver also seems like a good fit. That said, the training gear is only 1 star, and I've already got a 2-star access, so that's a little bit less efficient. I know I'm not going to need cosmetics. I will need wine. We're getting crystallized dew out of the trees. This is actually a hard call. But, you know, I think I'm going to go with the scribe. It's weird. Usually I'd pick building materials over everything else, but the way this game is shaping out, like I'm just getting so many things that would be great that aren't building materials that I'm not worrying about it. Wait, you didn't have oil, did you? No, of course you didn't. Okay. So if anyone not currently working, here, and let's do this. We are going to add another woodcutter's camp. Right now, we don't have any human and not nearly enough beaver housing. But that's okay, we are making infrastructure. We're gonna get there. Yes, okay, so this farm is done. Being constructed. That looks nice, and we are going to put a storage building right there. Is that the best place for it? Right here? I like right here. I think it looks good. So that's where we're going. And you know, for aesthetics reasons, let's go ahead and do this instead of that. And of course, we will want it to make sense that people would travel over this way. So let's make ourselves a little bit more of a road. 1, 2. We're going to put a row of houses behind all of these buildings over here. Get another order. Okay, 3 ancient tablets. We already need 1. And opening up 4 glades. Okay. Otherwise we get some clothes, which both humans and beavers like, and we get better creation of clothes if we need them, plus more efficient leather production, which we can get from the ranch, and some fabric. This could be good if I got a building that'll let me make clothing. Ooh, pottery when we open glades. Wildfire essence for more hearths and free tools is nice. I feel like this is easier to get, but this is better for our economy long term. Let's go with the one that's better for our economy long term and help. We are going to do a lot of hoping. That's how this is going to work. I'll just make this whole area a nice human village. Just a human row of houses. Actually, let's move this over 1. Now, the real advantage, of course, to having 3 woodcutting camps is that we can 100%... Am I still happy burning? I'm not. Good. Okay. Is that I can fire all of my woodcutters and be certain that there is going to be enough fuel. How is there not enough fuel? And I guess we are using logs for stuff. And I did have them make quite a lot of purging fire. Okay, well, we're going to give permission to burn... We have a lot of oil. We have a lot of oil. We're going to give permission to burn oil for the storm, just to make sure we don't run out. Then we'll see how it goes from here. Lack of housing is going to make people unhappy. But we are raising that a little bit. What's the passive on this? Ooh, hostilities decreased by 100. Yes, please. Hey, look at that. Our resolve issues are solved for the storm. For this year, anyway. I should definitely put 2 humans in the small farm so they can start prepping the land for next year. Okay, so this is 8 plus 10, that's 18, and I want 6 more houses. I like having 24 people housed per village. Hostility from woodcutters being decreased is nice. Free provisions for villagers, that's quite a lot, or plus 2 leather production. I'm going to go with the leather production here, because again, ranch, once we get this up and running. Now remember, we have that cornerstone that gives us more resources per node that we find during the drizzle. So we are going to go ahead and put some woodcutters on finding this glade during this drizzle. Let's go ahead and turn off oil because I do want to save it. Let's go ahead and take this for the additional lizard, who is going to immediately work the ranch, and we are going to make leather out of reeds. We'll make meat out of reeds. And we'll make eggs out of reeds. Now, why are we doing this all out of reeds? So, we've got reeds right now. I'm going to tell it to make fabric out of leather, which we'll be able to make more efficiently. Once I've got some grain harvested, we're going to start using grain for all of that. But we don't have it yet, so let's get some reeds. Also, let's get some humans up here harvesting that stone. Okay, we need another comforting decoration somewhere. Which, I mean, obviously that means we need a comforting tower. I love my patented comforting towers. They're not patented, don't worry about it. You can freely use them in your game. Don't even have to credit me or anything. All it is 4 wall corners stuck together. Alright, okay. So, more coal. Very nice to see. More stone, more reeds, more fertile ground. There's a lot of fertile ground here. We've got a building that... needs fabric or incense. Or tools, but we're not going to have the tools nearly fast enough. We're definitely going to keep the goods, because the chest of ancient tablets will let us solve that relics quest that we're sitting on. Do I have a bunch of food of any type? We have a bunch of roots. Did I turn root consumption back on? I didn't. That's why we have so many roots. Let's go ahead and turn roots into money.
Yeah, that one.
Go ahead and investigate that. I've got one beaver running around building all the things. Why are we having so many fuel issues? Well, now they've got... Okay, yeah. So now that they've got their 30, we're going to be able to start building up some coal reserves. That is very nice. Building materials, we are out of planks. You're a level 2 hub, and we just need some more comforting buildings. So obviously, let's see. What if I ran a fence? No, let's just row a line of arches. Just a random line of arches right there. So with these 5, those 3 benches, that's 8 plus 4, that gets us to 12. I think I'll need 4 more, which can be another comforting tower somewhere. Okay. Hey, Sother. Coal production. Yes. 100% yes. What's this? Oh, so very expensive, but I could just buy any blueprint. That'd be quite nice. And of course, the wood cutting movement speed is very efficient. Excellent to have. But I don't want to do that, so I don't want to spend that much when I can get bonus coal production. We do need to keep 40 oil, but there's nothing wrong with me selling 10. Okay. How much oil do I need? Let's just make sure. Yeah, we need 40. I think I can afford to sell him some tools. And if I sell him tools, I don't need to sell him that much oil. Do you have anything? Actually, this is the most efficient I can be. That's fine, we'll do that. We'll get bonus coal production, which will help us Get coal out of here. Oh, those times twos look real nice. And then, of course, we will need... we'll need to get some tools and some planks going for upgrading that. But that's not right now's problem. Let's get our tinker. Just make a tinker. There we go. And we will make a scribe next to him. Scribe. There it is. Okay, so we have 8, 10, 16 permanent housing right now. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 2. Okay, we got 18 housing right now. Which means I want 6 more, but I... Okay, so. Let's do one more wall corner. Actually... let's try getting this tower exactly incorrect. Someone wanted to do a comforting tower, but they didn't quite get it right. And we only need 20 to hit the maximum level of hubs. So I'm going to slide this back. And lizards have the best housing. Humans, nice mix. We'll do one of each. Nice little road to their front yard. And a flower bed, which is a little bit extra, especially given how inefficiently I'm making bricks. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to do things that you think look nice. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I have to do things that I think look nice. Harvester's Camp is out of stuff, which is fine, because I think we just found a nice collection of reeds. We sure did, right here. Can't forget to work this. Destroys all trade goods. Packs of goods, amber, and ancient tablets. Fortunately, okay, I'm going to lose 5 amber, which I don't like. Don't know where it came... oh, it probably came from the thing. But I don't have any packs of goods because I haven't been making any, so that's wonderful. Nevertheless, I am going to send a couple of humans in here to do nothing. Never mind. We don't have the stuff for them yet. Okay. And this time, at least, we do have some fuel stores. Should make this go a lot better. Where's my other one? There you are. That lowers hostility to the forest quite a bit. That'll almost get us there, and our last order is going to be have 18 lizards, or have 2 hubs up to neighborhood. Well, we're definitely going to get 2 hubs up to neighborhood, so let's just take, +1 to meat production. That's really good. Yeah. It'll take a while to build that up, but I think that's worthwhile. We're at neighborhood. We need 3 more aesthetics. This reverse tower looks ridiculous. Someone put the tower on wrong. I think I might have to call it that. And then, of course, for aesthetic buildings, we need more plants. So I'm thinking some night ferns. Just... extra road does nothing. Remember the monastery passive as well. Thank you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good call. I forgot the monastery passive. Thank you so much, chat. See, if you're watching on YouTube, this is why you gotta come to chat to help me succeed at the iron run, because otherwise I'm gonna forget something dumb like that. Oh, wood production is +1, but harvesting and planting is slower. I love this. It's probably not a good idea, but I love it. So we're doing it. Taking that specifically because we took the quest that requires lizards. Fire's going out. Can't have that. We should have plenty of fuel. Why is the fire going out? Fire went out. There it goes. Turn that off. And you have everything you need, so that is one hub completed. I just have to figure out where I want my second one to be. We also need to get this work done, and we need to get some tools going. Okay, we're gonna first off, we're gonna say we want spark dew first, and then copper bars, and we want planks, not wood. Put a beaver in here. How are we looking on building materials? We are out of planks. Well, that's how it be sometimes. I would love to work this, but I don't have anything to work it with. Like, we need tools or we need fabric. And how are we coming on fabric? Yeah, we don't have any stuff for fabric. But food seems to have been resolved. We still never worked this. Mine has no available ore. Okay. Well. We don't have planks with which to upgrade that. This is not going great. Let's go ahead and put 2 people in the rain collector. So we can start getting some of that. Okay. So the thing is, we've got a good economic base. We just don't have... We're missing a few key components that, once secured, are going to make this run a lot better. Oh, I mean, obviously I don't have any more fabric. I put a limit on it of 20. We should make that 30. We should make this 30. No wonder I don't have the cloth needed to work this. I told them not to make the cloth needed to work this. See, again, you gotta pay attention to all those little fiddly details. You can't just half this game. Okay, so where did we want... I think we want the next hub here, honestly. Houses can be moved, though, so why don't we spam out a neighborhood that we're just gonna move. It'd be so funny if there was an animation for moving houses. Like, if it didn't happen instantly and they just, like, got up on legs and had to walk down the street, squeezing between other buildings. I don't know why I think of these things, but I do, and it's fun. I like it. Are we still happy burning? Did I forget to turn off the happy burn? Is that why we ran out of fuel? No, we're fine. But we do need flour and we need ale. We need ale, we need clothing. Ale, clothing, ale, and clothing. Well, there's a brewery here. If we can figure out how to buy it. Farmers carrying more is also nice. So potentially 31, but at least 19 is what we're at as far as this goes. Let's sell 25 bricks. Let's sell 54 meat. We're getting a ton of meat. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Ooh, okay, that's efficient. So we're going to get the brewery, and we are going to get the farmer's pack. The brewery, of course, is going to let us make ale, which we can then serve at the monastery. So that's going to solve this serving ale requirement. I mean, we'll need something to put the ale in, but at least we're going to have the infrastructure in place. Now this year, thank you chat, we are not going to forget. They didn't remind me again, but I'm just thanking them again for last time. We're going to move our beavers. Put our beavers in here. Lowering hostility of the forest significantly. And since we're building all these houses, we should be able to raise raise happiness that way. How are we doing on Spark 2? Pretty good, okay. Let's send some humans over here to rebuild the Haunted Rain Mill. We're going to investigate that. Oh, it really is pretty much exactly where I want my next hearth. But that is fine. We're going to be okay, I think. I mean, I usually think that, but I've been right several times. I've only been wrong once so far. And it was very frustrating, and I ended up doing a half stream because I lost. That's okay. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And we are starting year 7. Plus, we're almost an hour and 10 minutes in, which is usually right around the halfway point for one of these towns. So, that means we are going to go ahead and wrap up the first of the 2 segments that we're going to do on this town. So, I need to take a nice screenshot. I think I'm going to do it of this nice arched ferns over here. Grab my little screenshotty thing. I can't just do a print screen because I've got 2 windows, and then it doesn't look good. So just do that. There go. All right, so since we are going to go ahead and end the video here, uh, if you've made it this far in the video, I very much appreciate you spending all this time with me. I know an hour long listening to my voice is quite a lot of attention to give me, and I very much like it. If you are here, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, make comments, suggestions, give me a winky face in the comments. I don't really care. I just want you to put something down there so that the algorithm will notice me, senpai. I would just love it. I'm so glad that many of you discovered my channel as I started talking on Reddit. Now that we are in early access on Steam, just a reminder: the game is slated to be on early access for about 6-7 more months. They're saying sometime next summer that this game is going to be complete with a 5th race, and of course a lot of other changes. The game's mostly done now, but they've been responding to community feedback, and most of the changes over the last 6 months that I've been watching Aramite Games and now Hooded Horse make upgrades has been positive. So I'm excited to see what they do over the next 6 months. Again, very much appreciate you being here. I hope you have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.